Whether you're killing it this year in fantasy or it's just not gone your way, doesn't matter. We got some trade for and trade away targets for you going into week 4.
That's right.
We're going to give you 6 trade fours and 2 trade aways. Badaki, who's your first trade for this week?
That's right. My first trade for this week is Amari Cooper. This is a perfect opportunity of a buy low scenario. He had only 9 targets in the last 2 games, barely breaking that 7 to 8 point threshold. Look, go and get Amari Cooper right now on the low. Yes, he got hurt in week 2. Yes, he probably was still dealing with that injury in week 3 during the Eagles game, so they probably didn't want to force him into that play. Why not go and get Amari Cooper on the low right now?
Pass happy offense. I'm sure they're going to figure that out. My first trade for candidate is Michael Pittman Jr. I've been obsessed with this guy all offseason. You know that if you've been following this channel. The targets are finally here. An opportunity is king. In the past 2 weeks, he's got 12 targets in back-to-back games. He's currently top 15 amongst all players in the league in targets.
Sheesh.
And if we only do the past 2 weeks, he's got the 3rd most targets of any player. Carson Wentz is looking for him. Looks like Carson's going to stay healthy for the meantime.
Right.
As long as Carson Wentz is in there, Michael Pittman will be heavily targeted. An opportunity in fantasy is really what we're looking for.
Absolutely.
Right now, in most major fantasy sites, he's rated a wide receiver 40 and below. You can get this guy super cheap. This offense hasn't even hit their stride yet. They have 4 touchdowns as an offense. That's it. Everyone combined, only 4 touchdowns. They will figure this out. There's too much talent to not. And Michael Pittman's going to be a big reason why he's going to start catching some touchdowns. And when he starts putting up 15 to 20 point games, do not be surprised.
My next guy is Joe Moneybag Mixon. Look, it's clear that they want to use Joe. He's been getting at least 20 attempts on the ground each game. Why not go get a guy, like Zach said, all about opportunity. It's opportunity and volume. He is currently 2nd in rushing attempts with 67, right behind Derrick Henry. I think that's absolutely crazy. Once again, opportunity, volume. You want that on your team. And he has 3 good matchups next week: the Jaguars, the Packers, and the Lions. I love Joe Moneybag Mixon. Why not go and get a package deal to get him right now?
My next trade for candidate is Nick's got a little Chubby.
Chubby.
I think people are freaking out too much about this Kareem Hunt nonsense. Kareem's great, and he's going to be a great flex option going forward. And he looked fantastic on Sunday. But what a lot of people are failing to miss is sometimes games just go certain ways. If you actually look at Sunday's game, Chubb still out-touched Kareem Hunt 22 to 17.
Right.
He also was on the field more often than Kareem Hunt. Unfortunately, sometimes things just don't go certain players' ways, and it was Kareem Hunt's day that day. The next 3 games, they play great offenses: Minnesota, the Chargers, and the Cardinals. The way for them to win these games is to win the battle of time of possession. Chubb is currently 5th in the league in total rushing attempts. That could even go higher. Don't miss out on the opportunity to get a top 7 running back right now while people are freaking out.
Yeah, I love Chubby. Go and get Chubby. My last trade for target is Butterfingers Hollywood Brown. And yes, you're probably saying, why? What's happening? What's going on? Look, let's be honest. If he would have caught those balls, he probably would be a number 1 receiver. I think it was 3 touchdowns. He literally dropped wide open passes. Rough. But Rashad Bateman is coming back. He's coming onto the field. He's going to open up this offense. And if you listen to the podcast, if you listen to or watch any of our YouTube videos, you know that I like Hollywood Brown coming into the season purely because of Rashad Bateman. Once again, he's going to open up the field. Why not get opportunity in a Hollywood Brown? I think he will bounce back from these Butterfingers. He will bounce back and actually catch these balls. Okay, he's currently wide receiver 14. I don't think that's going to be consistent. I think he'll be at least wide receiver 25, 30-ish, which is a bit decent. But these are the guys I would be trading away for Hollywood Brown that are currently struggling. A Devonta Smith, an Antonio Brown, and a Robbie Anderson. Now, and those guys might be hard. Robbie Anderson, no one wants him right now. It's terrible what's happening with Robbie. AB, it's up and down. He's your boomer bust. What's going to happen with AB? And Devonta Smith, really high prospect coming out of college, coming into the NFL, and he just hasn't been doing anything besides week 1. So why not get Hollywood Brown?
Yeah, I like it. I don't think you can trade for him cheap. I think Bateman's going to be the guy. I think this is his ceiling right now. So I'm not in love with that, but I understand the take.
Right.
My last trade for target is Stephon Diggs. Currently the wide receiver 23 on the year. This is not what you wanted from your second overall pick. People are freaking out about the lack of points, but Diggs still has a very high target share. He is currently the 7th most targeted player in the league. And he only has 1 week where he has not hit 10 targets. The first 2 weeks, remember how people were freaking out about Josh Allen? That's because they played very good defenses. Josh Allen looks to be back. Expect Diggs to be that guy. I want to go trade away a guy like Mike Williams and get a guy like Diggs who I think is going to have a better rest of season. I think you can do it. Go take advantage of the people who are worried about Diggs. We're now going to give you 2 trade away targets. Mine is Rob Gronkowski. Look, people will pay a premium for an elite tight end. I don't see Gronk as an elite tight end. I know he's a tight end 2 on the year right now, but I still see inconsistencies coming. The only solid wide receiver option in Tampa Bay is Chris Godwin. Everyone else is going to be up and down each week.
Yeah, I agree.
So right now you can go trade Gronk off of this high and get back, maybe you do a 2-for-2 trade. Maybe you get back Andrews, Higbee, Fant, or Pitts, and then you upgrade a wide receiver, running back, or quarterback. It's a trade I'm looking to do if I have Gronk because I do see inconsistencies coming.
Yeah, look, I'm right there with you. A lot of people in a couple different leagues want to trade me Gronk. I just can't do it. I see the inconsistencies just like you.
Yeah.
My trade away target or trade away player is actually James Robinson. Okay. Sell. Just like Zach, I see inconsistencies coming for James Robinson. Okay. Yes, he probably found the end zone. Yes, he probably had 6 targets. He had a double-digit carries. He found the end zone 20+ points. I just don't see that happening week in and week out. I can't. I'm not comfortable starting him week in, for the rest of the season. Are you?
Okay. I feel good about it right now.
Okay.
I think on this one, I don't imagine other people really want James Robinson, so it makes it hard to trade him away.
Yeah.
But if you find someone who's, you can just kind of sucker and say, look, this is what it's going to be the rest of the season, then go for it,
Yeah, I completely agree. Look, if you are somebody that probably doesn't like James Robinson or you feel the same way I'm feeling, try to package some deals, okay? These are guys that currently James Robinson is finishing ahead of, okay? Darrell Henderson, a Saquon Barkley, a Jonathan Taylor, and Antonio Gibson. It's hard because those are top tier guys. You probably drafted James Robinson in probably mid-second, late second rounds. Want to do a package deal with James Robinson, maybe a Michael Pittman, and get a JT who has that higher upside, a Saquon who has a higher upside. Get those guys, see what you can do, because I can't have James Robinson on my team.
All right. I see where you're coming from. Let us know if you want to trade for any of these guys or trade them away. Let us know in the comments down below. Yo, what's good? Thanks for watching. We got a lot more videos.
A lot more.
If you want more videos.
Watch it.
You can also subscribe.
Right now.
If you want to.
You need to.
And lastly, don't forget that you can sign up to support the show and get exclusive content by going to patreon.com/fantasylandfam.